Also developing tonight, R. Kelly has been taken into custody just a short time ago. Here are the images from him earlier today. They're holding him because they say that he owes $160,000 in child support. This, as we hear from the R&B singer, on a separate case. For the first time, he lashed out in an emotional tirade with Gail King, denying the allegations of sexual abuse and calling the women liars. Trace Gallagher with all of that from our West Coast newsroom tonight. Hi, Trace.
Hi, Martha. The Cook County Sheriff says R. Kelly will stay in jail until he comes up with $161,000 in back child support. Kelly's publicist says the 52-year-old singer doesn't have the money because he hasn't been able to work, and the child support could be the least of his problems. Kelly is accused of sexually abusing 4 females, 3 of whom were underage at the time. Prosecutors say there is ample evidence to support the charges, including from the alleged victims, Kelly's former business associates, and they mention a reported videotape that allegedly shows Kelly having sex with a girl who repeatedly states that she is only 14. During an interview with CBS's Gail King, R. Kelly acknowledges he's done, quote, lots of things wrong, but denies holding anyone against their will. Watch.
I don't need to. Why would I?
Well,
how stupid would it be for R. Kelly, with all I've been through in my way past, to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said. How stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you
That's
were holding.
Stupid, guys.
I didn't.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Kelly blames social media for fueling the allegations, and we should note that Gail King told Entertainment Tonight she never felt R. Kelly was a threat to her, but she believes he was unhappy with some of her questions, especially about underage girls. Look.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. Y'all, I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You're killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it.
Kelly says people are trying to use his past to prosecute him now. The singer was acquitted of child pornography charges in 2008. CBS says its interview with Kelly lasted about 80 minutes. They plan to show more of it tomorrow. Martha.
No surprise there, and people will want to watch it. Trace, thank you very much. Joining me now, criminal defense attorney Mark Eiglarsh. Mark, good to have you with us. I think a lot of people watched this and said, this is crazy. I mean, who puts their client in this position to go off like this? But you actually think that it might work to his favor. How?
I'll tell you why. Look, clearly he showed that he's a much better singer than he is an actor. He was horrible. I'm not buying it. You're probably not buying it. Most reasonable people aren't buying it. But he's not targeting reasonable people. He's targeting that one lone potential juror who may say, you know, someone that passionate, someone like that, I don't know, I don't think he might be guilty. He's looking for that because he's facing decades, and while he has a phenomenal lawyer in Stephen Greenberg, who I'm friendly with, he doesn't have David Copperfield on his team, and he can't make all this evidence disappear. Yeah,
I mean, he clearly, you know, she said she never felt threatened during the interview, and she was right next to him. But I mean, there are moments in that are very uncomfortable watching it, where you kind of think, you know, where is he going to lose it? Where's this guy going? And I think for a lot of people watching it, you think, well, what is this indicative of? What does it tell us about his character and you know, what he might have been like with some of these young women?
Yeah, when you're accused of crimes of violence like he is, you want to stay cool. You want to be mellow. But I don't think the jurors will likely ever see this video because he's not admitting anything. If anything, he wants the jurors to see this because he's professing his innocence passionately, and then that avoids him having to take the witness stand, which is what I'm sure his lawyers want to do in the criminal trial.
So in terms of when it gets to that point, does any of this, you know, move the trial to someplace else? I mean, obviously he's a, you know, he's a Chicago person. So how's that going to work?
Look, they could potentially move to change venue. I don't think it's going to happen. That will only occur when it's clear that they can't get a fair jury in that town. This is everywhere. Wherever you go, most people would have heard either of this or that saw the documentary. So the key is just finding enough jurors who can say, yeah, I've seen the stuff, but in spite of that, I can still be fair, or I've never seen it, which is, really, what rock have you been living under?
Well, as you say, he's talking to one juror, because that's all you need to
That's
put
it.
some doubt into that case. Great point. Mark, good to see you. Thank you.
Thanks, Martha.
So when we come back tonight,